it's time at Dish with D. That's me. Thank you for coming to this video, making yourself a party. I'm Denise. It is Meal Prep Sunday. Meal prep, food prep, what's D cooking day? Well, today we are doing 5 days of breakfast. This is what I have for breakfast this week, Monday through Friday. So I filmed it all in little snippets, very easy, not complicated breakfast, but very delicious breakfast. So I'm bringing that to you. They're very simple. There really is no recipe. I do have the recipe for how I do Kodiak mix, and the German chocolate overnight oats is on the website, but the rest is this kind of standard stuff. So that is it. So if you're excited as I am to see these breakfasts again, oh, they were all fantastic, super duper low in points, super duper delicious. So if you're in a breakfast rut, give one of these a try. So let's roll that breakfast footage. Let's make some German chocolate cake overnight oats. I don't know if I've ever filmed this, but I don't know if I've ever made it before, but I thought it's something new to me, so we're gonna get started. First, in my jar, I have half a cup of, I'm doing old-fashioned rolled oats, not the quick oats tonight. Just what I'm feeling. So let's go. Because it is nighttime, you can tell. It is Sunday night. So here we have our oats, and what I like to start with is a dash of salt, because you know, they're oats. All right, we're going to put a tablespoon of cocoa powder, black. Use any kind you have, unsweetened. Okay. We're going to grab this out of the way. Some sweetener because, you know, I like my cake sweet. Now I have about we'll do 1 tablespoon. We'll do 1.5 tablespoons of brown sugar substitute. We'll see if that's enough. Tomorrow, if it's not sweet enough, I'll add more. Oh, vanilla extract. I almost forgot. All right, my homemade vanilla. I'm just going to put about this is a tablespoon, but we're just going to put a little bit of that in there. Ooh, there's some black little vanilla bean pods in there. My homemade one, it smells amazing. Okay. I think it's, oh, I know, chia seeds. No, I don't think chia seeds really goes in, you know what, we're going to do the chia seeds in. I mean, I like it in the oatmeal, but I don't think it goes in my thing. But for my liquid, I'm going to use caramel Premier Protein because I think there's caramel in German chocolate cake, isn't there? In my mind, there is. So we'll put half a cup of that. We're going to put some yogurt, some non-fat. Just drain some of that way out. We got some Fayet, and I like to do about 1/3 cup. Again, I don't measure it. I kind of judge. I've been making this way too long to know. 3 good glugs. Should be enough. Oh, geez, I got chocolate in there. I don't know. I was doing well not getting the chocolate in there. There. My spoon grazed the chocolate and it grazed my yogurt. Which is not tragic, but move it out of there. And just a drop of almond milk to thin it out. All right. And get that all mixed together. So I'm hoping the caramel gives me the German chocolate vibes. But we're going to do something else that's going to give us German chocolate vibes. What is in German chocolate cake? Coconut. So I have some of this coconut. I can't remember. It was in I think a snack mix of some sort. I feel like I kept it for something. So Okay. There's nuts in here too, but 1 teaspoon of coconut. You can add more if you think. I may sprinkle some on top. Yes, I know it has points. I'm well aware of that. So, but I just wanted some inside. You could put coconut extract, probably would work. I'm going to put some flax meal. Because I have it, you know, it's good for your gut. Put a half a tablespoon in there. It won't even taste it. Look how dark that is. So it literally does taste like German chocolate cake. Oh, I know. I might put a little, let me see if I can find it. My cake batter extract. You know, I did put vanilla in there. Where's my cake batter? I know I have it. So here it is. Just gonna put a little glug. It's gonna give that cakey taste. Just a drop, not even a quarter teaspoon. I might give it a little bit even more cakey taste. All right, dinner, check off your list. And I will have this on dishwithdee.com. Tomorrow we will come and have breakfast together. I will unmold her and put her in a bowl. And like I said, we're going to top her with maybe some nuts. Maybe some, it's going to be higher point because of that, but honestly, it's nuts and coconut. Let's not get crazy about that. You know, I'm not having a half a cup. A teaspoon is not going to hurt anybody else. So I think we'll revisit this in the morning. So I will see you tomorrow morning. Good morning. It is the next morning. We're going to unmold our oatmeal in our bowl and top it. Always my favorite part. Let's bring it down. Now, you can top how you want to spend your points. I'm going a little all out today because, I don't know, some days I like to do that. Look how chocolatey this is. I mean, you could have this for dessert. Like half of this. Oh. Oh, whoa. It's good. Ooh. That really tastes like German chocolate cake. Let's spread that out. I'll leave it over here. All right, I need my measuring spoons. We're going, oof, I don't want that in the way. I'm going to add coconut on top because, I mean, there is coconut in there, but you need a little bit more coconut. You need to see it. So I got another, so we got a half a teaspoon. This is coconut with a lot of nuts in here. I don't want nuts. You don't want to put it in here. And you just grab coconut and not grab the nuts. This is one of my, I mean, there's nothing wrong with the nuts, but I just don't want them in there. Just want some coconut flakes. There we go. And I'm going to put a teaspoon of chopped nuts. You could do pecans, you could do almonds, you could do the little flaky ones, walnuts, but I'm going to do that. All right, I'm also going to throw my caramel syrup on top. 1 tablespoon is 0 points, so we're just going to put a tablespoon. And you could, you could omit this if you wanted. I don't know. I feel like I could It's not going to cost me anything. I think it's going to add a little bit extra oomph to my oomph. I usually like my crushed hemp on there too. So I gotta find my hemp. I keep my hemp in the refrigerator because I don't go through a lot of it. So any nuts or seeds that you don't use a lot of should be refrigerated. So I always keep my crushed hemp. Well, it's actually a seed in the fridge. It's going to give a nice, more texture. Again, it'll give it like a nuttiness, but it won't add any. There we go. A little bit of that. I don't really want any pumpkin seeds. It'll just, I mean, I could. It wouldn't really hurt anything. Should we put a tablespoon on for zero WW points, but I'd have to count it in better balance. Oh, what the heck, right? That doesn't add any points in WW, but it does add a point in better balance. Oh, well. So there you have your German chocolate cake overnight oats. Points, all the points. 3 for the oats, 1 for the Premier. Coconut, nuts, more coconut. Yeah, I'm going to give 2 points for the coconut because I'm not quite sure. So it'll be 7 points in WW. Now on Better Balance, I have to add another point for the oatmeal because that's a point more. Another point for the pumpkin seed, so it's 9 on Better Balance. Honestly, it's going to keep me full all. What's great about overnight oats, this keeps me full all morning. I don't need a snack, and it's a substantial amount of stuff. So I'm all happy to eat it. That's breakfast this morning. How about we make breakfast again today? Maybe this could be our prep, 5 days of breakfast. I didn't think about that. You saw yesterday's breakfast. So today we're having asparagus, peppers, and eggs. So let's get started. I already prepped my peppers because I decided this last minute. So you see here, my board is red, but my peppers are already chopped. So I'm just gonna move my salt out of the way. And I have, this is local asparagus in our area. Look how beautiful it is. This is why I love living in the Garden State. This is only local for us the month, like April and May. Some parts of April, some parts of May. It's about 2-3 weeks we get beautiful asparagus. Oh, look at that. Doesn't get any fresher than fresh picked. So I like to just chop it. And the usual thing for asparagus, I don't know if you know this, but I will share you, is the way to get this woody part off is to just snap. And this is supposed to be the part that you don't eat. But honestly, I don't know. I just kind of chop it as long as the knife goes in easily. Because I feel like, you know, you could probably peel those woody stems and maybe get some more life out of them. It's starting to get a little bit tough here. Grab that over here. I keep going because the saute and they're cut so small, I don't think we'll notice it as much. Because I'm sharing this with Tim. He said, "Oh, Mom, asparagus and eggs, I'm in." So, see, this is very, like I said, it's very woody. It's just kind of like not enjoyable. But this one, some of them seem a little bit more tender. You can usually tell when you chop them, like that's starting to get woody. That's nice. And there comes woody. So we're gonna get the rest of our asparagus prepped. Got my saute pan ready, and we're going to saute some veg. I may throw some soups in there. I don't know. Because, you know, Timmy will eat that. He's my vegetable eater. You always have, you know, certain kids like certain things. Timmy was always good with vegetables. As a child, his favorite vegetable was broccoli. It's just kind of funny. But yeah. Let's get a little bit that can go. So, yeah, that one, you can see that. There's nothing to salvage there. It's pretty tender for the most part. All right, I'm gonna get my veggies sauteing. and a little squirt of olive oil. I'm not going to put any onion in this because Timmy doesn't like onion. But you know what? I'll finish mine with onion. I don't care if it's raw. It's delicious. So no harm, no foul there. So we're going to saute these till they're tender. I may throw some zucchini in there. He'll eat that. Look how pretty. Looks like Christmas. We will come back when the vegetables are tender. We're going to chop our zucchini. I decided to go with a little bit of a zucchini. Not a whole one, because I want it to be more about the asparagus than I do the zucchini. Do you hear that sizzle? I love this sizzle. And this is when I get you straight. Add a little bit of salt. Draw out some of that moisture of those vegetables and some freshly cracked black pepper. And give them a nice little saute. I'm going to save this for a snack. Because if I put the whole thing in, I wouldn't mind it. But I don't want it to be overly zucchini-y. I want it to be more vegetable-y. So I feel like that'll give it more of a evenness. So we're going to saute these until they're tender. Then we're going to throw some eggs. I don't know, this might be too much asparagus, but I may just put it in separately because I don't want it to be, I want him to know that there's eggs in there. And we also do have a tomato we could chop. And again, I like my tomato fresh. I don't like it cooked. I'm weird that way. I mean, it's Italian to me. I don't like where the skin starts to separate. Grosses me out a bit. So I like my tomato fresh. Usually when I put it in, it'll be like chopped on top. Personal preference. But we're going to saute these. I may even add some of this. We're really enjoying the tomato basil seasoning from the Dollar Tree. Hock that Dollar Tree spice. Yes, it's delicious. Even Peter likes it. Well, it has a nice, it's just like almost like a pizza smell. And hey, I don't like pizza veggies for breakfast. So we'll let these saute. And when we come back, we're going to go to the next step, which is probably our egg. I'm going to give you a view of how pretty it looks. Nothing like just putting that pop of red in there. And look how good that looks. And so saute till everything is tender. The veggies are perfect. Look how good they look. And again, if you want yours cooked more, then by all means, you cook them down. So what I like to do is I like to push this aside. I'm going to wipe this out with a paper towel and then spray a little more olive oil and put my eggs in there. All right, all ready for the eggs. Listen to the sound. I get rid of some of those black bits just so it wouldn't get my eggs black. So I'm going to do this a little bit, and then I'm just going to start pushing in the vegetables. And we're going to scramble these up. And there you have your finished veggie scramble. Look at the flecks of green and red. Now this is not all for me. This is for Timmy and I. I used 3 eggs and about 2 tablespoons what I had left of the egg whites. But yeah, it's a nice plate of scrambled vegetables and eggs. No meat in this one. I hope he doesn't complain, but oh well. He told me to make him breakfast, so this is what I'm decided to make. So, and I thought I'd just share it with you. This is a on the rotation once a week here for me. Whatever veggies I want to use is what I put in there. Peppers, onions, mushrooms, spinach. Oh, I might have some spinach. We could throw that in there as well. That's grass. I always throw it in when the flame is off, and I just fold in the hot eggs and vegetables, and it will wilt the spinach. Okay, there's no need to put it in early. Those will wilt really quickly. But yeah, another vegetable. Win-win for mom. That's how you get kids to eat their vegetables. Put it in scrambled eggs. And see, just a couple of turns, the spinach is nice and wilted. Another vegetable, bonus. So yep, there we go. Can't wait to dig into this. And here's my plated up veggie scramble with a bran muffin that I prepped last week for 2 points to 0 points. So I can wait to dig into this delicious breakfast. All right, day 3 for breakfast is a Kodiak pancake day. Now let's get this straight. Kodiak will tell you that a serving size is a 1/2 cup. And I think this one scans at 4 points for a 1/2 cup. All the flavors are different, so always double check. But I found a 1/3 cup was plenty for me. I could eat a half. I mean, honestly, what's another point? But I always felt like I was just too full. Plus, the directions say mix with water. Well, D, of course, mixes with almond milk and an egg or an egg white. So yeah, I'm amping up the protein and the calories, so a 1/3 cup is enough for me. But like I said, if you do need to do a 1/2 cup, you do a 1/2 cup. Now you could absolutely make pancakes with that. You can make waffles with that. You can make mini pancakes muffins with that. But today we're making I'm in the mood for a pancake in the mini dash rice cooker. That's kind of been my go-to lately because it's just so freaking amazing. But with that 1/3 cup, if you do the 1/3 cup with the milk and the egg, you will get 12 mini muffins, and they cook and bake, I should say, for 10 minutes in your little mini muffin pan, and they're fantastic. I mean, you could put these in any shape. You could put them in a donut pan, make pancake donuts. You can make bigger muffins. You can make pancakes. Again, it's just changing up the shape, but you know, the macros don't change. So whatever makes you, you know, float your boat. So let's get started. All right. Okay. Let's see what I need. Oh, I need that's over there. Let me grab this. Okay. I'm going to grab a 1/3 cup of the batter. Like I said, every flavor, because of probably the sugar content or whatever, is a little bit different. So we do a 1/3 cup. And then we're going to do the matching amount of almond, cashew, whatever. This is the almond coconut. And a 1/3 cup comes out to 0 points because it's not enough to count. Again, like I said, you can use an egg white, but I don't have any egg whites today, so I would just use an egg. Dash of cinnamon because, you know, you don't have to. I like a little bit of extra cinnamon in there. And a little dash of vanilla extract. You don't have to put any baking powder or salt because it's already in there. Just a little dash. There we go. And that's all she wrote. This, like I said, will make 20 mini muffins. About 3 or 4 pancakes, a decent size. Like I said, if you're using the 1/2 cup, try going to a 1/3 and adding my additions and see how you stand. You might find it's enough. That egg all incorporated. Like I said, you could change the extra. You could put almond. You know, oh, like I said, use as your pickle. You decide how you want it brined. The egg is a little stubborn today. Maybe I should have whisked it before I put it in there. And you will find, if you let this sit for about 5 to 6 minutes, this will even thicken up even more. Okay. So we get our mini dash. Whoa. That could have went everywhere. Our mini dash. Now this is, you don't have to heat this up. You just use it as is. But you do need to plug it in, Denise. All right. So this does now, granted, this thing does amazing rice. But it does amazing pancakes too. So if you already have it hanging around, why not use it? I like to spray it with the non-stick butter spray. You don't really have to. I just, you know, it's a thing for me. All right. And we just pour in. Get all that batter out because You want it all. And what's great about the third is you don't only do one cycle in this dash. If you have a half, you have to do 2 cycles. It just doesn't cook. But the third is perfect. Lid on, and that's all she wrote. When it pops up, she's done. We will flip her out, and we're going to top her with something equally as fantastic and more protein. Because, you know, why not? Put more protein on our protein pancake with our added egg. We'll be back. Okay, vlog family. Here's a sneak peek at the video. I just filmed. It is my pancake in the mini dash rice cooker. Yeah, nothing spectacular. All right, our pancake is done. My little thing popped up. Ooh. All right, we're gonna, let's pull it down. Okay. Careful, it's hot. You always ask how I can do that. I said I have, you know, when you're a mom, you get used to doing that. So there we go. Look how gorgeous. Now you could put syrup on and she'd be fantastic. But we're going to put some cottage cheese. And this is the 1% cottage cheese, low fat. Oh, I thought there was fruit in this. I guess there isn't. Okay. Changes up what I'm going to do with it. I thought there was pineapple in this one. I guess I opted out of it. So I'm going to measure a 1/4 cup. And a 1/4 cup is 1 point on WW and 1 point on Better Balance. Half a cup would be 2 points. Now, yes, fat-free would be 0 before you say it. But I am opting for this just for the convenience of the fact that there's less sodium in this. There is only 45 versus over 400. Again, personal preference. But we're going to put some, oops, sorry about that. Sugar-free maple syrup, 2 tablespoons is 0 points. Again, if you had some fruit compote would be good on top. Fresh fruit, berries. I don't like berries. I mean, I don't like blueberries. I'm fine. I do. I like them sometimes. It would be really good on this. So we're just going to put our 0 point maple syrup. And it's going to flavor our cottage cheese. It's going to flavor our delicious pancake. How easy was this breakfast? Simple dimple. It was simple dimple. Now you could shake if you want to put some Cinnadust on here. Maybe you might do that. A little sprinkling of Cinnadust. Get this at Walmart or Sam's Club. They have so many different ones. Snickers. I hear there's a Girl Scout Thin Mint in that cabinet's open, which is annoying to me. So that is our breakfast this morning. Points. On WW, it would be 4 points. On Better Balance, it would be, let me think, 5 points. It's 4 for the pancake mix on Better Balance and 1 for the cottage cheese. On Weight Watchers, it's 3 for the pancake mix and 1 for the cottage cheese. So have a taste. But what I love about it is the moistness that that pancake has. Spoon drop. What a high protein breakfast. If I had some bananas, I'd throw that. We don't have any bananas. We have no strawberries, no bananas. I don't even have any blueberries. I got nothing here in the way of fruit, except apples, which I don't think I would really enjoy in that. But that is breakfast number 3. Let me know, enjoy this. Breakfast day 4 is a McD. I've made these time and time again. These are one of my favorite breakfasts. I just was craving a McD this morning. If you don't know what a McD is, then watch this part of the video. All right, what is a McD if you are new here? It is a waffle sandwich. I call everything McD. So let's get started. It's very easy. I'm going to change up sometimes the way I make it. I always do because it's never the same. That's why it's a McD. It's always a little bit different. So in our bowl, we have our usual 1/3 cup of Kodiak pancake mix. Of course, I use the plain because I also have my mini dash waffle iron heating up. I'm not putting an egg in this one because I'm going to have an egg in the sandwich and I just, just trying to save some eggs. So I will put my almond milk. You could use water. I'm going to make it a little bit sweeter, so I'm going to put a packet of monk fruit. Make a little bit more sweetness in there. And some maple flavoring because, yeah, McD's tastes like burger, you know, it's about a half a teaspoon. I do want a little bit more salt. Come on, salt. There we go. And I'm putting a link of turkey breakfast sausage, all diced up. And that's, like, if you had an egg white, I would probably put that in here, but I'm out of egg whites, so we're not going to use it. But since it's going to be a breakfast sandwich, I'm going to have egg inside. I'm just trying to, you know, don't want to use too many eggs, but all combined. Remember what I always say about Kodiak mix? The more you let it sit, it'll get a little bit more thick. That's the same thing for anything you make with Kodiak. I'm going to get 2 nice waffles out of this. Look at that. Yes. So our dash is nice and hot and waiting for us. Open it up. This is where I use my nonstick spray. Of course, I like to use the butter with anything food related. Put a spoon and just put half of our you close it up, and then we're going to put the other half for the second one. When the second one is cooking, I will keep the other one warm in the toaster oven so it doesn't, you know, because we want a hot sandwich. We don't want a cold sandwich. All right, your light went off. Let's check. Perfection, in my opinion. I'm going to pop this out. We'll throw it in my toaster oven because it's nice and hot. And we're going to get the next one in. Now, I don't spray it the second time. I feel like once for 2 waffles is plenty. Put the rest of our batter in. We'll come back when this one is done. We're going to cook an egg in here. I'm going to show you how to make a McD egg. You don't want to miss that. Okay, light is off. Waffle is done. We put this in the toaster oven while we get our egg done. Okay. In my little ramekin, I have 1 egg scrambled. Now, I'm going to spray this again because it is an egg and I don't want it to stick. I'm going to make a McD egg. But what we're going to do a little bit different is I don't know if I told you guys this or in a video, but I did saute some peppers and onions. Just have on hand and ready. I'm just going to throw a glug in there because, I don't know, I like peppers and onions in my sandwich. So I'm going to just pop that right into my waffle iron. Spread all that out. This might overflow as it already did. And you cover it. Now, mind you, you might not have put the peppers and onions in there. It wouldn't have overflowed because 1 egg does really well in there. But yeah, when you put a nice little glug of peppers and onions, you do have a little overflow. I'm going to let this takes hardly no time at all. I'm going to kind of, didn't have too much overflow. Shocking. Now the light sometimes for this might be off because it doesn't know what it has in there. It doesn't know it's an egg in there. It's, you know, it's a waffle maker. It has no idea what's in there. We don't need this either. I'll give you a little preview. Look at that. Oh, I know. It's a beautiful thing. You want to make sure your egg is cooked through, unless you like your egg a little bit juicy, which I do not. But this might even be done. Let's see. I'll go a couple more seconds. Now, what's really good too is when you make hash waffles in here, you make the hash, you make the egg and put it on the hash waffles. It's fantastic. Let's get our waffles. Oh, they smell like the McGriddles because they have that maple flavoring in there. This whole breakfast is only 3 points because you only have to count the mix. Everything else was good. Oh, I'm sorry. 1 point for the sausage. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, do we have any cheese? Yeah, I don't happen to have any light cheese, so I'm actually going to forgo the cheese and just go for a dash of ketchup. That's all. If you had like some like cheese, you can put like cheese on there. I could have put Laughing Cow. I'm just honestly not really in the cheese mood. So look how fluffy and delicious that egg is. Lay it right on top of there. And then you put your lid on. A little bit of egg. I'm gonna show you how to clean this up in 1 second. I've showed this one, I'll show it again. I unplugged my waffle maker and I got a paper towel and I got it all wet. Now this is all going to come off, a little bit of egg in the front as soon as it cools. We're going to lay this here. Hear that sizzle? See the steam? We steam clean our waffle maker. Yes, make sure it's unplugged. But let's look at our McD. Can you? I'm crooked. She is everything. Let's cut her in half. Look at that. See the sausage, you can see the peppers and the onions. I mean, easy sandwich. Delicious. That's breakfast day 4 points. I think it's one more bite. I think it's 5 bites because the pancake mix is one more bite. You're welcome. I'm gonna go eat this. Day 5 of breakfast. And today we're going to have a breakfast quesadilla. Oh no, I'm a little bit excited about that too. I'm going to use the Attoria Family Bakery full lavash. Now, true story. When you scan this, it comes up as 3 points. But when you put the nutritional information, it is a 2 point. So as long as it's the whole grain and flax. So yes, we're going to have a whole one. I thought of doing a mini one, but it's 1 point. You know, it's breakfast. There was a snack or maybe lunch and I was having something on the side. But this quesadilla is going to be my full breakfast. So I'm okay with it. Oh my gosh, it's a lavash bread. Oh, it's 100 calories, 6 grams of protein. So I also have 15% off from their website, D15. They're a lovely, lovely family-owned and operated company. Though I will tell you, go on their website and check the product locator and see if you can find it in your area. Because you might be able to... Oh, dog scared me. You might be able to find them in your area. They're just fantastic. Better than Joseph's by far. The taste is absolutely delicious. So I love them. So let's get started. Now, I just took them out of the freezer, so they have to thaw a little bit. But what I'm going to heat it up in the pan. Because once you heat these lavash, even in the oven, they soften a bit. So I'm going to put it in my skillet, let it soften, and then add my toppings and flip her over. So we're going to our toppings. We're going to make like a veggie quesadilla. That's what I'm feeling. So I have some asparagus I have to saute. I have my peppers and onions already done because we did prep those. What if I mention that? You know, Nikki gets fit. She preps veggie mix. Well, I thought of that. But honestly, I mean, I like zucchini. I don't love it all the time. I got to be in the mood for it. I know, weird. But I love peppers and onions. I can do peppers and onions on everything. So I just did red bell peppers and onions. That's what I have sauteed. So I'm going to cook up some asparagus, add the peppers and onions. Do I have anything else veggie-wise? I might have some spinach. I'll check. So when we come back, I'm going to show you the... You don't need to see me saute veggies. You kind of know how to saute veggies. But again, saute the veggies that you want. You know, if you like broccoli, you like Brussels sprouts. I mean, who cares? You say, oh, it's not a breakfast. It's your breakfast. You put in there what you want. Don't nobody tell you differently. You put in what you want in your breakfast. So, and like, see, to me, I'm not a hot tomato person because I don't like my tomatoes hot. So I like to top it with tomatoes. But if you like sauteed tomatoes, go for it. It's your pickle, people. So I'm going to get my asparagus sauteed, add my, see what other, I do have zucchini. So now I don't mind putting that in there. I have a little one that I saved. So maybe we'll put that in there. See? No rhyme or reason why when I eat zucchini. I don't know. Again, it's whatever I'm in the mood for. And that's how I cook. I enjoy my food more that way. I'm not a person, well, I have to eat it because it's Tuesday. I mean, certain things I guess I don't mind, but I know. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Let me get this sauteing and we'll be back. We have our sauteed vegetables. I have zucchini, asparagus, pepper, and onion. I have 3 slices of Canadian bacon. I honestly could have gotten away with 1, I think. I think I have way too much filling, but I'll just eat on the side. And then we have, oh, my cheese element's going to be Laughing Cow, because honestly, it's all I have around. And I have my Tortilla mini lavash. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to warm it in this pan. And it's kind of like a tortilla. When it warms, it gets a little bit more pliable. So I'm going to flip it over. Then I'm going to try to spread this cheese. Honestly, I just needed to, the cheese is just the glue to hold the other side down. I'm not really looking for a huge cheese element in mine anyway. Again, you spend points on cheese if you want to spend points on cheese. It's your quesadilla. You know, if you have a different kind of cheese, like I said. So far, this is 2 points, 1 point, 1 point, 0 points. And I have to get the eggs. I forgot all about the eggs. I have to scramble them. It's kind of one of those mornings, you know. All right, let me get to those eggs scrambled, then we'll come back and we will revisit this. All right, now we're ready. We have our 2 eggs scrambled along with our Canadian bacon. I do have a point's worth. Again, you can use less. You can use sausage, whatever. My veggie, which is asparagus, peppers, onions, and zucchini. And a wedge of Laughing Cow cheese because I am what you call low on cheese. So we're going to get started. I have my frying pan. I'm going to get it real screaming hot. I'm going to add my lavash, let it get softened, and then we're going to layer the cheese, veggies, eggs, Canadian bacon, flipper. I hope I can film this. We'll see. All right, we'll see how long this works. Get our pan on. Our big, I call him the Big Daddy Lavash because he's the 2.1. Remember, he scans at 3 points. You just have to put the nutritional information in. It is 2 points. So I'm going to get this in this nice dry pan. It's kind of like a tortilla. You warm them up, they get a little bit more pliable. Have our cheese wedge. Like I said, I wish I had some light Mexican blend. That would be really good because this is a quesadilla. But all we have is a Laughing Cow. It's already getting soft. I could feel it. Oh, hot too. Flip it over. Now, as it's getting soft on the other side, this is when we're going to add our cheese. I'm just going to put it, dab it in quadrants because it's going to melt when it gets nice and toasty. So I'm not really worried about, you know, how it's going to look. You just want it to be able to be the glue. We're going to add some veggies. And yes, I'm using my hands. Like I said, I did make too much, so that's not a problem. Then we'll just go on top. Make sure your hands are clean before you pick up food. Of course, it is my food, so I don't really care. And my eggs. Canadian bacon. Like I said, you probably can get away with a point's worth. I might only use a little bit. Because I don't want it to be... Yeah, we're probably only going to use a point's worth of the bacon. Though you could use, a slice, which is 0. You could use all of it. Honestly, it's Canadian bacon. I don't know. It's already sliced, right? Just stick it in there. Sometimes I answer my own questions. Like, seriously? We'll put a little bit more eggs on top. It might be a little bit messy. A little bit more veg. Because I'm going to put the rest of it on the top of it when I serve it. So, going to flip that end over. Like that. I'm going to show you real quick. So, here we have, like I said, I folded it over. I'm going to leave it a few seconds, and then I'm going to just get the, flip it over this way. I'm just going to grab under here, and this, I can do it like this. Go like, let it get crispy on that side too. Don't worry if things fall out. Again, Nobody's gonna be the wiser. So there we go. We're gonna let her get nice and crispy, then we're gonna plate it up, and we're going to enjoy this beautiful breakfast quesadilla. You also can do even breakfast nachos. You can make your lavash into chips. I've done that many times. Be delicious as well. But again, so good. Can't wait to dig in. And all this extra will go on top on our plate. We're not wasting it. Let's plate up our quesadilla. Look at that. Hear the crispiness? And a little bit of falling out. No big harm, no foul. Not much. So how I like to cut my quesadilla, I try to make it easier on myself. I mean, you have a knife, you could cut it. But I find the pizza cutter just makes easier work of it. So let's move this out of the way. Now you can use a knife and fork if you think it's going to be too messy. I mean, you can do it in the triangulars. Again, your quesadilla, you cut it how you want it. I think we're going to just cut it in half. So what we're going to do is, rest of our veggies, I'm just going to put them on the side or maybe on top. Just depends. I'm not wasting them. I always overdo my vegetables. It's just, you know, which is not a bad thing. A little bit of extra egg. I did give some to the dog before you even ask. You want to see him get another piece? Bailey? You see him? Sit. He missed. Okay. Back to our quesadilla. Let me grab my salsa because I don't know about you, but I like salsa on mine. And my non-fat Greek yogurt because that's what I like to dip my quesadilla in. So I have yogurt and I have salsa all the way in the back. I'll do the way back in the fridge. There we go. I like to do two little bowls. Because just because you're at home doesn't mean you can't be fancy, right? I don't know, at least I can. So we're going to put our non-fat Greek yogurt in one. Actually, this is the end of this bad boy. He is done. This was fire. Oh, how thick that is. If you can see how thick it is. Ridiculously thick. I mean, look at that. I mean, sour cream doesn't look that good. Just saying. And our, and this is adding on some more protein. I think this is also good. Oh. Casa mamita. That's into the salsa too. Jeez, I'm cleaning out the fridge today, and that's what's so great. We get to clean out some old stuff. Old veggies, old salsa, obviously sour cream. Voila, look at that breakfast. Holy crap. That is amazing. Let's come back and talk about the point. Well, I already told you the points, but let's talk about the rest of this. All right, let's talk points, macros. 4 WW points, 5 better balanced spice. I'm really not quite sure about that one because I think the lavash comes up for 2, and I don't think that that's right. But 38 grams of protein, 25 grams of carbs, and 391 calories. But honestly, that's a brunch worthy of enjoying. So I hope you enjoyed 5 days of breakfasts. Well, that is it. I hope you like seeing what I have for breakfast Monday through Friday. You will see them again in my What I Eat in a Day. But these were just quick little snippets of how easy they were to prepare and how yummy and delicious they were. So if you're in a breakfast rut, give one of these a try. And if you are new here, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. And thanks for joining me today. Hope you have a great Sunday, weekend, and Memorial Day. So thanks for watching. Thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Comment below if something appealed to you. You might want to try it. Like I said, the oatmeal, the overnight oats is on dishwithd.com. So is my preparation for Kodiak mix. I do a little bit different than what the box says because I think out of the box. So again, I will dish with you another day. Thanks for watching. Have a great time.